What's up, everyone? Ronnie Cruz here with Path of the Network Marketer 365-day video challenge, where I bring you a fresh new video every day chronicling my adventures as I learn how to leverage social media to build my network marketing business so that I can in turn teach you how to do the same. That was good. That was less than 18 seconds that time. All right. So same day, same video, same shirt. Different video, but it's town day, so I like to maximize. Anytime we come in town, I don't know if I've mentioned this. Yeah, I've mentioned this plenty of times. We do errands and we like to relax because town is so far away from where we live. So this is one of my favorite spots to hang out. I don't know if I've shown you guys this yet on this channel. It's a local spot here in Asheville, hanging out of doors. There's Rowena Cruz, my trusted sidekick. It's a club called Blue Mountain Supper Club, something like that. Smoky Park, not even close. Smoky Park Supper Club. It's right here on the French Broad River, which is absolutely gorgeous, especially this time of year, of course. You know, it's the middle of summer. It's actually pretty hot, but it's nice. It's a huge space, and it's almost like a hidden secret, which I guess all secrets are hidden. That's why they're secrets. But I feel like, why don't more people know about this? Like this place should be absolutely jam-packed. So that the building behind me is the main jam, the restaurant, and the main bar. We've got over here the river, the frickin' river. It's so gorgeous. I'm trying to get it to hone in on the river, but I think the lighting's all jacked. But it's nice. It's so nice, especially, okay, so as of this recording, it's like late afternoon, about 5-6 o'clock, summer. And it's a perfect time. It's a perfect time to be here. So we like coming out. This is one of our favorite spots to come out if we're running errands, and just grab a quick drink or two while we're in town. Since we're in town, ooh, there's a I think there's a private event going on over here. This area. Yeah, this area. Looks like there's a private event. There's like drum circles going on, so we're sitting a little bit further away so that there isn't too much nosebleed. But yeah, this is one of my faves. Love coming here, grabbing a nice, relaxing, refreshing summer drink, and gives you guys something else to look at. So I'm not getting paid for this, but come to Asheville. I'm promoting Asheville Tourism Board. I'm not part of it, but I mean, it's one of the best places to be. All right, so here's a little backstory about Asheville and myself and my sister, actually. We, way before we made a single dollar in network marketing, we would actually come out here every year to Asheville. We grew up in Durham, North Carolina, so the central part of North Carolina. But we would come out here to Asheville at least once a year, usually during the winter time. Well, actually, any time of the year, but at least once a year, to go visit the Biltmore Estate. So if you guys don't know what the Biltmore Estate is, it's the largest privately owned, privately held resident house. It's a giant. It's a castle. It's a mansion. It's a castle. It's bigger than a mansion. So you know, you guys on the West Coast have heard of like Hearst Castle, right? Like that's a massive property. It's a castle. You know, thing is enormous. Hearst left that to the state with the stipulation that they can let the family use it, whatever the terms are, right? But it is owned by the state. The Biltmore is still privately owned. It's still family owned. So the heirs of George Vanderbilt, so it's part of the Vanderbilt family. He was one of the sons of Vanderbilt from New York. I want to say one of the sons. Yeah, I think one of the sons. I think maybe one of the younger sons at that. So George Vanderbilt loved this area. He found a property in the mountains here in western North Carolina, bought it, loved it. I don't know, a couple thousand acres at that time. Who knows what it was? And he was really into. He was a conservationalist, environmentalist. You know, he was very kind of forward-thinking, progressive for that day and age. Very into conservation, and you know, he built the property just because he had a love for where this location and the natural beauty of it. and he had the means to do it, and he also built a massive house. So we would always come down here once a year to just to walk the grounds of the Biltmore, go into the house, just continue to be inspired and dream build, and as a reminder of what's possible, right? As a reminder because what's possible, because there is such a thing as the Biltmore house, so it's got to be possible, right? I think we get so caught up, potentially could get so caught up in just our own bubbles that we forget that there are things that we can do outside of those bubbles, right? And I think that's kind of the biggest danger. Well, maybe the internet helps a lot too, right? Like that can help kind of expand our horizons. But I still to this day meet people that have never left their state, that have never flown on an airplane. Which that's not a judgment. There's no wrong or right about it. But again, there's so much more world and possibilities and things to discover outside of the bubbles that we tend to keep to on a day-to-day, right? So if we're not adventurous, if we're careful, we have to be careful to not be too cautious, because then we potentially could miss out on so much, because there's so much out there that's possible. There really is. Again, and the Biltmore was a great reminder of that for us, for my sister and I. So fast forward to 2015, we had lived in Vegas for about 1.5 to 2 years, just to try it out, and it just kind of it wasn't what I needed at that time in my life, at that phase in my life. And so it just made sense being out here in the mountains. You guys have seen my place. It's middle of nowhere. The solitude, the tranquility, the serenity was exactly what I needed, and it's still what I needed, and it completely just makes sense. And now we have access to the Biltmore anytime you want. I mean, granted, it's an hour away, but still, it just kind of ties me back to a time when we used to come and visit to expand our dreams beyond what I had, which at the time was, making minimum wage excuse me, drink's kicking in, making minimum wage as a movie theater usher, and now to be in the top 10 of my company, right? So find those things that inspire you, that push you to dream, and that remind you that there's a whole limitless world of possibility out there. There really is. Yeah. That's not really what I want to talk about in this video, but it ended up being that way because I was giving you guys a brief history of my relationship to Asheville, and now I live here. Well, I don't really live in Asheville. Not technically. We're an hour outside of town, but still. We're in the mountains of North Carolina, which I've always loved. Even before we would visit the Biltmore, I'd visited the mountains of North Carolina regularly as a kid for summer camps and things like that, and I always loved it. So here I am. It's now my home. First of many. Lots more to come. So there's a highway really close by. Hearst Castle I haven't visited yet, so that's definitely on my list. Every time I'm out West Coast, and I've actually tried, this is in the past, it was always closed or something like that. That and I would I remember living in LA. I lived in LA for a bit, both when I was shooting Pirates, and then I moved out there for a year to try to get my acting career off the ground, and every time I tried to visit the Hearst Castle and other things, it was always closed. It was either closed or I couldn't afford it. one of those two. Pick your poison. But yeah, that's just how it was. Being a broke actor, being a starving artist, it's just part of life, right? Anyways, I don't know why I was going with that. Thank you for tuning in to this message. Find reminders, find things that inspire you, get around people that inspire you, and hopefully, as this journey continues with this 365-day video challenge, I will, that's part of my goal, right? Not just to teach you guys how to do something specific, give you a new skill, but to also inspire you to take action on those skills. right? Like people can learn stuff all day long. People, I mean, we all have access to the internet, so we all can teach ourselves pretty much anything at this point in this day and age. The difference between, you know, the person that's miserable in their life and the person that's not is the person that's not miserable is the one that takes action. So my hope is that I will inspire you to take an action that you weren't necessarily had the courage to do so until now. Yeah. Anyways, that's it. Sorry. Got really deep there. Like this video if you haven't liked it yet. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so that you get a notification. 11 a.m. every day, Eastern Standard Time, fresh new video. Who knows where our adventures will take us. So we'll catch you in the next one. Until then, be well, be safe. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.